What's up, everybody? In this episode, I'm going to dive into what the heck is a Bitcoin spot ETF. I'm going to talk about some benefits of a Bitcoin spot ETF and some of the drawbacks. First thing is, what is an ETF? It's an exchange traded fund. So that means it's basically a stock. In this exchange traded fund, you can think about it in one of two different ways. So first, you can think about this as a stock, as I said previously, or you can think about it as like a basket of assets. Now, there's typically two types of baskets of assets, or two types of ETFs, spot ETFs in particular. First is a single. So in this basket, it's just Bitcoin, and that's what we're talking about today. The second is multi-asset. We think about this like the S&P 500, Dow Jones, etc., but basically there's going to be multiple assets. Let's talk about what a spot is. So a spot is essentially you buying Bitcoin. Now, you might not be holding it, a custody provider may be holding it, but you're essentially buying Bitcoin. And what's a little bit different than what's been going on is futures. So future is like a bet on price prediction. What do you think the price of Bitcoin is going to be in 90 days, 60 days, 30 days, whatever time frame? You're basically betting against somebody else. Now let's go into why Bitcoin spot ETFs are important, other than pumping the Bitcoin price. And these are liquidity. The second is going to be accessibility. And the third piece is going to be regulation. So in this accessibility, now your grandma can buy Bitcoin. She doesn't have to download MetaMask. You don't have to walk her through how to set up a Binance account or figure out how to use Uniswap. She can go straight to E-Trade. She can go straight to Wells Fargo or whatever old people use and buy some Bitcoin. She might not hold it herself like you do in your MetaMask, but she actually owns it. She has the right to own it. Now, the nice thing about the accessibility is that you don't need to have private keys. You don't need to have cold storage. Typically, it's going to be a centralized entity with regulation to prevent you and ensuring that your Bitcoin is your Bitcoin. Next piece is going to be liquidity, as I said before. And in liquidity, now we're not talking about $1 million pools where your slippage is a little off. You can buy it almost for the exact same price that you're going to be getting at. And the third piece, and I think this is the most important thing, and that's why so many institutions are wanting to come on board with this Bitcoin spot ETF, is that just there's regulatory comfort. And the reason why it's only the Bitcoin spot ETF right now is because the SEC said that Bitcoin is not a security. In traditional finance laws, you can create this Bitcoin spot ETF as long as you have like a custody provider, you have a broker dealer to do the issuance, but it allows institutions to own this cryptocurrency. While they might not hold it, it might be in Coinbase custody, it allows them to hold it. Now, I think the big drawback is that we move away from the innovation that's happening in decentralized finance. So we move away from the lower fees, we move away from removing intermediaries, we move away from decentralized asset management, and I think, that's okay. It's like a teeter-totter in my mind. It goes up, and then it goes down. We had hot DeFi summer in the last bull run. If Bitcoin spot ETFs driven by institutions drives it in this bull run, I'm sure that we're going to come back with a lot more DeFi innovation from those who are looking to make a better decentralized financial world. So that's it for Bitcoin spot ETFs on what it is, the benefits and drawbacks, but let's go into a little bit more. I think this is where the spice comes in. The SEC has to make decisions for about 12 different people that went and decided to get the Bitcoin spot ETF in January. So it's my belief that a lot of these Bitcoin spot ETFs are going to be approved before the end of the year or early next year. Now, why is this important? Again, it provides institutional adoption. Big money gets to come on chain. They get a regulated way, they get a permissioned way, and now there just needs to be guide rails for them to come into DeFi. So thank you so much for coming to my episode. I'm going to be talking to you a little bit more about what is an Ethereum ETF, but check out more of my videos if you want to learn more about centralized finance.